There's no doubt this has been an outstanding year for cattle markets, and an increasingly important part of the demand picture is due to U.S. beef exports. The latest numbers show the value of U.S. beef exports is on a record pace so far this year, with a value of nearly $3.9 billion, up 13% from just 1 year ago. U.S. beef sales to South Korea and Hong Kong have been up sharply so far this year, and those exports are making a dollars and cents difference on farms and ranches across the United States.
That means to our producers is we're looking at a value add of about $300 per head just on exports alone. And as our herd continues to rebuild, we're going to have a lot of opportunities for economic growth because of those export markets.
You know, I do spend a lot of time in the market access area. I have an honor and a privilege of serving as the chairman of the Ag Policy Advisory Committee to USDA in the U.S. Trade Representative's office. And as we look at today, when you take beef and the value that export markets are bringing to our industry, it's somewhere in the neighborhood of $300 a head. And that's no insignificant number when you think of where this market is today. So big areas of focus have been around Trade Promotion Authority, more specifically around the Trans-Pacific Partnership, TPP agreement, as well as TTIP. Those two major trade agreements have been a major area of focus, and I'm very optimistic that as we look at TPP, how we continue to work with Japan and getting that agreement finalized will have an impact on our demand in these export markets, especially back to increased access in Japan.
Well, keep in mind, Japan currently has a 38.5% tariff on U.S. beef. And so even though that is our largest export market at about $1.5 billion, we could sell a lot more beef without that in there. So Japan is a priority for us. We're going to continue to try to work with our negotiators and with their government to make sure that we can tear those tariff barriers down and have access to those consumers who want to buy more U.S. beef.
So far this year, Japan is the leading export market for U.S. beef, with sales totaling more than $860 million, up 1% from a year ago.